All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome today on the Tuesday, only a couple of days till Thanksgiving. Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Lawrence, good to see you. Dino, good to see you all. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, good welcome back. Tell you, we're having a very interesting week, aren't we? See what happened yesterday. You saw what happened this morning. Get a couple of, I think this morning's been a little bit better regarding on some pre-markets. We got a couple of nice little stocks. Great iceberg orders, by the way. Big block orders in pre-market that help make those supports and resistance levels. We're going to check them out and everything else. But with that said, hopefully everybody's getting excited. Like I said, Thanksgiving's around the corner. I'll tell you, I read a really good article today regarding about Thanksgiving for some of you here in the States, how to make a turkey. Now, I have my own home living channel, and I'm going to be doing cooking things on it. And I was reading one article about a chef that mastered turkey. Just want to kind of share this with you. I thought it was pretty cool. But he talked about you should cook a turkey with the legs up, so it's not like flat up. And he talked about brining it, and then when you're done brining it, letting it sit and get the juices out of it, take it out, put it in the fridge for 24 hours, so the skin gets dried out, so it takes it out, and that helps make a nice little crusty skin on it. So that was a pretty cool tip. I want to pass it on to you guys before we get started. So that will be one of the stocks on the watch list. So if you're making a turkey, hopefully you got that, and we'll go from there. But before we get started, let's go over, talked about what happened yesterday. There were a couple of good stocks, even a couple of good swing trading stocks that did come out. But you could see that Bitcoin is getting crushed. I mean, you could see Coinbase took a very big hit. We're getting a little bit of a bounce, though, on Mara and Riot and so like that. You could see them right here on the big percentage gainers. You could see Riot's making a little bit of comeback. It's at a major support levels, by the way. Mara also getting really, really, really close to the $5 support level. It almost got there. Let me tell you something regarding about trading this stock right here. We all very familiar. We did trade this stock back here in July. I had the stock at like 15. I wrote it up to 18. I ended up taking a loss on the stock around like 13. And man, thank God I got out of it because that thing really got crushed right here. All right. So we'll, that was something looked really, really interesting. And we could get a bounce on it. But anyway, I got this on my watch list. Where did my pen go? I lost my pen. Oh, there it is. It's in my drawer. So I'm going to watch, we're going to put Mara on the watch list. Oops. Brand new pen's got these little bowls on. I don't know what the hell that is on the tip. We got Mara, Riot, and Coin. So all those stocks are going to be on the watch list. So you can see that stock Coin is obviously making a big little comeback. Coin is at a very important critical support levels. You can see, oh my God, did it break it? Holy crap, it did break it. 44. Oh wait, what's the low over here? 40. Okay, 40.80 is support level right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let me tell you that whole catastrophe with FTX. Let me tell you. I mean, I don't know if you guys are watching it, but you seriously should be educating yourself and focusing on what's going on, regardless of, the guy's a criminal, whatever it is. And it's not even him. It was actually, the more you read about it, this is going to be a great movie. But, obviously kids aren't playing with a full deck, but apparently it's all about his girlfriend that really is the one that really screwed him. But let me tell you, it's getting, the more they sink into it, the more it's getting worse. I'm just worried about it. They're already starting to go after professional athletes. I saw a video yesterday on with Tom Brady. He was doing like an Instagram photo, and that guy Sam was like freaking out. I think he has like Tourette's, I think he said, or something like that, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's people have some mental illnesses, but I think that's what he had. or he's something like that. And you can see him like freaking out left, but how everyone gave all their money on this person and did that and what happened, it's affecting going across the whole board with every company's getting destroyed because of it. So I don't know if we really heard the end of it. And who knows? They're probably going to go after politicians too, because they also gave a ton of money to them to protect. They weren't stupid. As much as they were dumb, whatever they did, listen, when you're all in, that's one thing. But like we always say, catastrophes make opportunities for us. So trading some of these stocks, it's obviously going to work out into our favor. Another really big winner yesterday that took a big hit and came back, it was HLB. HLA. Nice little stock right there. Nice little push right in the middle of the day. Went from 33 all the way to 36. It had a little bit of a shake here around 12 o'clock, but then it moved pretty nice. I know some of you all traded that stock. 9 also was a really nice short. Had a big rally. It was a nice little swing trade from $2. You could see in about a month and a half was up about 500%. We've been trading 9 many of times, but obviously whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. So you can see how that worked out. Big pop on SHC. This stock was at $20. We watched this thing just get decimated and destroyed all the way down. It dropped to almost the $6 price range. Had a nice pop in early pre-market. Then she died. And I don't know what the story with that is, but she was a good pre-market stock, and that was about it. And then obviously DraftKings. The only thing I don't like about DraftKings, if you look at the long-term chart, and we do some swing trading here, you see how it's making, lower lows. And let me just show you right here what I'm talking about. You see right here how it goes up, comes down. It goes up, it comes down, it goes up, comes down. It never made a new high. So that is not a very good sign. But there is a lot of support levels if you get around the $11 price level. I don't know if anyone here follows sports, whatever. I mean, obviously the big news is soccer. The World Cup is going on. The next, obviously football season has started. And these companies made a lot of money when they came out with it. But it was kind of shocking. It's like they're not doing as great as they thought. I don't know if they're blowing more money than they're making or whatever it is, but shocking, like you see them advertising on TV and doing all these endorsements and stuff. You would think like stuff like that. It's like the Green New Deal, right? They signed that $2 trillion deal, Build Back Better, and then all of a sudden you think like EV stocks or charging stations, everything they were talking about. I mean, you saw what happened to oil. They didn't move. So this is what you got to learn as a trader, okay? Yeah, Michael. So basically, regarding about the DKNG, yeah, they had a hacker that robbed them for a bunch of money and stuff like that, which kind of makes you kind of nervous because these things are not supposed to happen. But you know what? It happens. Listen, people could break into your house. People could break into these big corporations. We're having an issue where I live here on Long Island. It's been in the paper constantly that schools are getting hacked. So, it's definitely a security, definitely a national security issue. And, and you don't know until it happens to you, which I know some of you probably did happen to you regarding about your credit, who got hacked on I know some people got destroyed, and it's just amazing we have to go through. But anyway, that's a story for later. Let's go talk about what's going on this morning because there are a couple of stocks I want to keep an eye on. First of all, I want to talk about the PALA. So I was jumping over here on level 4. I was looking at the PLA. We had a nice little iceberg order that showed up here around 290. And then once it had this nice move around 8:30 this morning, you could see it ran from like 230 up to about 320. Really nice move. Oh, look, he just showed up right now. Look, he came back. You see that? 20,000 shares. See a nice little red mark right there? So it looks like we're getting a little ladder effect. So that's a good sign. So looks like a pretty decent support level right here. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Boy, my thing. PALI, looks like we got a lot of buyers, 2 million shares, good volume, everything we're looking for. Another stock that's moving right here is ONCS. So this stock was a $35 stock, came all the way down to $4. I think it peaked out because I'm looking at the level 4, and I noticed that sellers keep coming down. And when I made that big pop, you had this big buyer right here around 630. And it went from 630 up to 680. Really nice move right around the middle of the day. So I know a lot of you guys did really well in pre-market. And then obviously you could see how it trended down right here around 840. Another couple of stocks I had on here was ANF. Level 4 did not look pretty good. and it's the biggest percentage gainer on the New York Stock Exchange. Stock is up about $3.40. Spread's pretty ugly. Volume is pretty decent, but not really liking the level 4 too much on it. I'll be honest, that's only issue. Burlington's Coat Factory, I still can't understand how the stock is. We were talking about this the other day, right? We were talking about like, how's the stock, in the hundreds? I mean, like, is Burlington really have, is that much more profitable than Macy's, or Target, or I can go on Nordstrom's. So anyway, obviously they're doing pretty well. I know it's big down the south, as somebody was talking about in the cyber group room. But anyway, we're not trading the stocks, too expensive. The company came out with good earnings, though, was Best Buy. So Best Buy came out earnings this morning, did really, really well. I'm shocked. I mean, Best Buy, shockingly, if you go back to the past, I mean, I remember the stock got hammered. I mean, this stock was all the way down in the 50s, did really well during COVID, but she's starting to move back up. And you know what? When you really think about Best Buy, how many Best Buys exist anymore? I remember there was like Circuit City, Crazy Eddie, The Wiz. There was so many of them out there. The only ones I know right now that's not in public, I mean, for some of you who live here in the Northeast, we have like PC Richards and stuff. But Best Buy, I'll tell you, they stuck it out. They've been there a while. Very very available in Texas, BBY. Yeah, I mean, they as much as I was thinking electronics, I mean, the profit margin really small there. They actually doing pretty well. So I'm not shocked, especially in the holidays. I guess, listen, if the only one standing, what ends up happening? Everyone's going to end up going to you. I personally go to Costco. Okay, so I just tell you that. Regarding about Best Buy, the only other bad thing about it is that I'm not seeing that many big support and resistance levels on the stock. You got a little bit on a swing trade. You got a couple iceberg ores at 80. So remember, we do some swing trading here also regarding about short-term and long-term. Remember, you want to be a good swing trader. You want to be a good options trader. You damn well better learn how to day trade first. It all starts from there, including options, okay? Remember, it takes to be a good option trade, it makes a stock to make an option move. So you got to learn how to trade the stock. Now, we had this other stock. Those are really the two stocks that were in the watch list. You could see here that we had in the pre-market. I'm adding a couple other ones. There wasn't really that much. And you know what? This is normal because we're going into the Thanksgiving weekend. So tomorrow, I expect it to be kind of slow. ANF is moving. Yeah, we had a nice little pop on that ANF. I could see. It's not really going anywhere, Michael. I brought that up. It's not really... not really the stock that I kind of like, but I will keep an eye. I will tell you right now, keep a close eye on the PALI. That same buyer that was out there, he just upticked it. So when we saw it at 295, it just ran to $3. See that? So you could see that he's starting to build a ladder effect. So I like this stock a lot better than all the rest. A couple other swing trades I do want to point out. I'm pretty happy that Home Depot finally broke out a little bit and made that broke out of that resistance. Did you get there? We're doing really well on Merck. Merck on the swing trade. I don't know if you guys jumped in with me, but I own that stock. I think around I bought it at 95 when it finally broke out. I got out at like right around 100, and I sold it, bought it back, broke where I sold it at. But Merck's doing really well. The good thing about Merck is that it's breaking all-time highs. Okay, so those are a couple of things. I would keep an eye also on the, you could probably get a couple of swing trades on these, on the crypto stocks, and obviously here on the, on stocks like Mara and Coin and Riot. We'll keep it, but don't think these are like bottomed out. To be a good swing trader, got to have consistency. So there are a couple of good swing trades here, but I'm not going to get too crazy going into the holiday week, okay? So listen, don't forget, today you got Traders Talk with Josh. Josh is back. He'll be with me today. He came back from vacation. So he'll be back today, and he'll do Traders Talk at 11. And then also just keep in mind, it's going to get quite slow maybe tomorrow, but that's perfectly normal. And then we're open on Friday. It is a half a day. We'll close on Thursday for everyone out of the country. So we do celebrate a big holiday here, which is Thanksgiving. So If I don't see anybody left, if I don't see you guys later, if you're not going to be here, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I wish you happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. But everyone just focus on making nickels and dimes. Okay, guys. Good luck today. Happy trading. And for YouTube and Facebook traders, we'll see you back here at 2:30. And if you want to come and join our trading room, just like us and friend us. Be happy to join us. And also, forgot to mention one more thing. I just got reminded. Don't forget about the Black Friday deals here at CTU. Best deals of the year we're going to offer all of you. Okay, guys? Happy trading, everybody.